Hi, this is James Jones, and welcome to this special presentation. Today, I'm going to be talking about the recent terms of service changes with Amazon, especially for selling physical products, and how they affect you and what you can do about them. And we're also going to be talking about the #1 way to boost your rankings in Amazon. All right, so first off, here is on this very verbose slide is the relevant part of what Amazon did that changed in their terms of service. Now, if you look right here at the very top, that's a link that goes to this page. There's a lot more information on this page than what I'm showing here, but this is the part that's relevant to us as far as this presentation is concerned. All right, so the part is down here in yellow. This is the part that Amazon added, and it's under the reviews paragraph, and it says you may not intentionally manipulate your product's rankings, including by offering an excessive number of free or discounted products in exchange for a review. Now, that's the part that's relevant to us, because that was a technique that many of us used to help to boost our products up in the rankings. And that technique involved using a coupon code, and that's the part right here where it says offering an excessive number of free or discounted products, using a coupon code with a keyword embedded link, and then sending a bunch of people through that link, and then they buy the product, and then it would help the rankings, it would increase the rankings. That's what Amazon is talking about here. Now, they also added this paragraph right here that says misuse of sales rank. And it says, in part, the best seller rank feature allows buyers to evaluate popularity of a product. You may not solicit or knowingly accept fake or fraudulent orders. This includes placing orders for your own product. You may not provide compensation to buyers for purchasing your product, or provide claim codes to buyers for the purpose of inflating sales rank. So this right here is telling us we cannot use coupon codes along with keyword link to increase the sales rank. Now, the way I look at this is actually going to be a good thing for all of us people who follow the rules, all of us sellers who are following the rules. I have already seen on a lot of my products, I've already seen my ranking go up a little bit because Amazon has been penalizing the people that are doing this. Anyone else seen that? Anyone else seen, have you seen your ranking go up some? All right, so let's get to the crux of what exactly this means. Bottom line is, don't use a coupon code along with a keyword embedded link. And that means the golden keyword generator, or the golden link generator that I came up with, what, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I first created that technique back with the Kindle, with ranking for Kindle, and it also worked with physical products, but that's no longer allowed, so we can't use it. I've actually taken the golden link generator tool that's in our Amazon Power Pack for our Amazon customers. I've taken that out of our Power Pack suite, so there's no way of even accessing that. There's other ways of doing it. There's something called the super URL. I suggest that you do not use a coupon code along with a keyword embedded link, because that's kind of what Amazon is telling us they don't want you to do in their terms of service. Now, what that means is that this is an example of what they don't want you to do. Using a coupon code and to get this product at 90% off. So let's say you place an ad or something on Facebook that says, use this coupon code, get this product at 90% off, and follow this link. And you give them a keyword embedded link, like this right here has the keywords lose weight in it. That's what Amazon does not want you to do. All right. Now, see here, I'm just going to show you an example of how that link would work. When they click that link, it takes them to the product that you're promoting, and it has the keyword embedded in it. So that's the way that used to work, or that's the way that people used to do it to help to rank for specific keywords. So don't do that anymore. What you can do, and this is just my interpretation, I'm not an attorney or anything, and I'm not an expert in reading terms of service, but from what I'm reading in this terms of service, this is my interpretation. My interpretation is you can use a keyword embedded link as long as you don't use a coupon code. So something like this that has without a coupon code, I've got the wrong example here, but let me show you what I mean. You can use a keyword embedded link without a coupon code, but with a sale price. So you can use your keyword embedded link, and you can use a sales price to reduce the price of your product. So instead of giving a coupon code, you can simply, on your product page, you can reduce the price by whatever percentage you want. Now, the only thing wrong with this is that everyone who goes to this page is going to get that discount. But that's one way of staying within Amazon's terms of service and using the keyword link. All right, now, let me talk a little bit about how A9 search works. Have you heard about A9 search yet? Type in the chat and let me know if you've heard of A9. Okay, most people have not. It looks like very, very few have. Okay, this is what I'm concentrating on now. So I am not even worrying about using keyword links to rank or any of that stuff. I'm only concerned about A9 search. So A9 search, you can actually go to a website where it's at, and this is a company. If you look down in this area right here, it says we manage critical capabilities, high availability, cross-platform, scalable products, right here, scalable product search, and an advertising platform that serves advertisers and publishers alike for our parent company, Amazon, and other clients. So you know how Amazon spins off all these other cool services like their S3 video hosting service that a lot of people use. Well, it looks like that they're spinning off their search functionality. So they're going to allow other companies to use their search algorithms. But here is the company, here is the branch that handles that. It's called A9. Now, I spent a lot of time delving into A9's website to figure out sort of what they're looking for as far as ranking products. And if we go to their FAQ page and where they explain product search, you can see they've got a long description here of what they do with their A9 product search engine algorithm. And it says, our work starts long before a customer types a query. We've been analyzing data, observing past traffic patterns, and indexing the text describing every product in our catalog before the customer has even decided to search. And as soon as we see the first keystroke, we're ready with instant suggestions and a comprehensive set of search results. Okay, that's just the Amazon search bar. You know, when someone types in, this is what they're talking about here. All right, and then understanding the customer. Let's go to the next part of this, because this is really the part that affects us. The results and ranking. All right, this is key right here. One of A9's tenets is that relevance is in the eye of the customer. And notice they say customer and not customers. And we strive to get the best results for our users. Once we determine which items are good matches in the customer's query, our ranking algorithm scores them to present the most relevant results to the user. All right, what they're telling us here is that their search results are going to vary depending on who the user is, depending on the demographics and past buying habits of that user. they could get different results than other users. Our ranking algorithms automatically learn to combine multiple relevant features. Our catalog structured data provides us with many such relevant features, and we learn from past search patterns and adapt to what is important to our customers. Okay, so now I'm going to break it down for you into the core ranking factors according to the A9 website, just sort of reading what they have on their site and reading between the lines of what they're telling us, okay? Number one, most important factor, and these are in no particular order, but customer satisfaction and retention. So you want to keep your customers happy. Customer satisfaction factors include feedback, seller rating, customer satisfaction, and I say shoot for 100% seller rating. And you can see that on this page in your Seller Central account. When you log in, click on the Performance tab, and you can see right here your different metrics. Right here is your rating. This is 100% on mine right now. And then customer feedback, I have 4.9 stars over the past 12 months. And that's what you want to shoot for. You want to actually shoot for 5 right here, but it's kind of hard to get 5. You get one person that gives you a 4 feedback out of 5, and it's going to drop that a little bit. Okay, so that's number one. Now, how do you keep your customers happy? Well, number one, implement a follow-up sequence that goes out as soon as they order the product. And the follow-up sequence tells them what they can expect from the product, how to use the product, gives them any FAQs, tells them how to contact you in case they have any problems. Secondly, reply to comments and questions quickly. So when someone messages you through Amazon and asks you a question or has a problem, respond immediately. Amazon gives you 24 hours, and if you let it go beyond 24 hours, they will ding you a little bit. They're not going to ding you a lot, but they give you a little ding for not responding within 24 hours. So always respond quickly. Number three, listen to your customer problems and then implement solutions that cure those problems. So if you're selling a supplement product and you've got a couple of users that tell you, hey, this supplement has a bitter taste to it, then figure out a solution for that problem and solve that problem. Listen to what your customers are telling you. Okay, the number two important factor, and again, these are in no particular order, is conversion. How well does your product page convert compared to your competitors? And the conversion rate factors include things like reviews, images, bullets, pricing, branding, and you should shoot for at least 20% conversion. Now, do you know how to tell your conversion rate on Amazon? Amazon does not give us a whole lot of metrics, but that is one metric that they do give us because it's really important. So do you know how to tell? Type in the chat and let me know. Do you know how to tell what your conversion rate is for your products? All right, I'm getting almost all no's. Yeah, it's in Seller Central. Yeah, but where exactly do you go to find it? Let me show you. It's extremely important that you know this. Okay, so go to your Amazon Seller Central account, log in, and then click on Reports. Over here in the tabular view, click Reports, and then that will bring up a page. On the left-hand side, you'll see this Business Reports right here. Click on Detail, Page, Sales, and Traffic. Okay, once you do that, you're going to get a grid that's sort of like a spreadsheet. You're going to have a line like this for every product that you sell. And this is what you want to look at right here. This is your conversion rate. So pay real close attention to this. Your conversion rate is the units ordered divided by the sessions, and that equals conversion rate. Okay, so in this particular case, this product, I had 45 orders. I had 223 sessions. Now, what's a session? A session is a human being, a user, going to your product page. So ever how they found it, they might have found it in search, they might have been browsing, they might have come from a link from another site, whatever, they landed on your product page, okay? That's a session. Now that's different from page views. I ignore page views because what that means is that the same person came back multiple times. So right here under sessions, it's only counting the unique user that hit your page. All right, so your conversion is, again, units ordered, you might want to write this down, units ordered divided by sessions equals your conversion percentage. Notice here, mine is 20.18%. And I recommend that you work to get your conversion rate up to 20% or better. Now, people are kind of freaking out a little bit, not you, but some people are freaking out a little bit about not having that ranking technique again. But you know what? Most people, that ranking technique hurt them more than it helped them, because what happened was people were using that ranking technique. They were getting a lot of traffic to their page, people buying, but then their conversion rate fell through the floor. As soon as they took that coupon code off and started selling the product at the regular price, their rankings plummeted. The reason why is because your conversion rate was too low, or their conversion rate was too low, because they weren't looking at the on-page factors. So let's look at the key factors that will help your conversion rate. And they are bullet points. So bullet points are so important. And when I'm talking bullet points, I'll show you an example of one here in a little bit, but I'm talking about those little features that are front and center on your product page. They're right below the title and right below the shipping information. You'll have usually 5, sometimes 6 bullet points. Those are what Amazon calls features. The best bullet points have feature, and then a benefit, and then a result. And result is what the user gets from that feature. Okay, so you want to marry a feature with a benefit with a result. Number 2 is branding. Branding is so important, and it's becoming more and more important as the competition is heating up in Amazon. You need to create a brand for your product. And branding is to create a unique position that sets you apart from your competition. And the third thing, and these are just the 3 biggest bang for your buck as far as helping your conversion. The third one is images. So you create images that push the buyer's emotional buttons. And the three most powerful emotions, you want to write this down: fear, greed, vanity. Fear, greed, and vanity. Okay? All right, good stuff so far? You know what you paid for this? Absolutely nothing. All right, great. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so let's go on to the third ranking factor. And although I said that these were in no particular order, I do think this is the biggest one. And that is the relevancy. Relevancy tells A9 when to consider your product page for a given search term for a given user. So let's think back to a few slides ago when I said that one of the A9's tenets, this is from their website, okay, I'm not making this up, this is right from their website, one of A9's tenets is that relevance is in the eye of the customer. And we strive to get the best results for our customers. Once we determine which items are good matches in the customer's query, our ranking algorithm scores them to present the most relevant results to the user. What that's telling us is, again, that each customer search is different, and one customer search could come up with different results than another. Therefore, you want your product page to appear in the search results for as many searches as possible, because the more times your product page appears in the search results, the more exposure your product gets to the customers. Right? It makes sense, right? The more times people, customers, users type in keywords that match your keywords on your product page, and the more times your product page shows up in the search results, the more exposure your product's going to get. Now, here is a shocking but very exciting statistic. I know I hate statistics, but sometimes they can be exciting. And this one, when I heard this one, I literally jumped for joy. And that is that 20% of all Google searches have never been made before. I want you to let that sink in for just a second. I'm going to say it again. 20% of all Google searches have never been made before. So that means that 20% of the time when someone types something in the Google search engine, that's the first time anyone has ever typed that into the Google search engine. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, I didn't just make that up. If you go to Google and search and do that search 20% of Google searches, you can see Google released, you can see several websites are reporting that. And the reason why is that a couple of years ago, Google released that information. And several websites did news reports on it. Here's CNET, and here is Business Insider. And if I had room, I could show you an entire, like 3 or 4 pages of sites that did report on, or did an article on the fact that Google released that little tidbit of information. So if you think about it then, there are about 2.5 billion searches done every single day in Google. 2.5 billion. Therefore, 500,000 of those are brand new every single day. The question is, why? Why do you think there are 20% brand new searches every single day? Yeah, I think I got my math off there, Richard. I think I said half a million. It should be 500 million. So let me get back that slide. Yeah, I did say half a. So it should be 500 million. So I meant to say 500 million. Yeah, 500. Thank you, Clay. I appreciate it. 500 million searches are brand new every single day. Okay, so the question again is, why? Danielle says, new products, problems, and wants. People think differently, misspelling, poor language skills. Anyone else care to render a guess on that? All right, let me tell you why. Because users are becoming more savvy, more sophisticated, and smarter. You know, you and I, we've known this stuff. We've known this stuff for years. We know how to search for something in Google, right? We know the more keywords that you type in, the more narrow your search becomes, and the closer you are to getting the exact thing that you're searching for, right? You know that. Most people in the world have no clue about that, or had no clue about that until recently. As they've started to become more savvy and more sophisticated, they're getting smarter with their searches. They realize the more keywords they use, the closer they get to finding exactly what they're looking for. So instead of typing in diet pill, they'll type in something like diet pill for women who are over 40 and want to lose 30 pounds, right? Thomas does it all the time. Exactly, Thomas. And we've been doing it all the time like that for a while now, but the rest of the world is just catching up to us. Now, there was a little caveat in that statement, though. I said that was on Google, right? That's true for Google. But what about Amazon? Does that hold true for Amazon too? Well, let me ask you this question. Who's smarter, Google users or Amazon users? Who's smarter? People who use Google or people who use Amazon? Type in the chat. Who do you think's smarter? Boom, boom, boom. Amazon, 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 Amazon. There's no one person here finally said Google. No, Amazon users are much, much smarter. And they know exactly how to search to narrow down the results to find exactly what they're looking for. So I think I don't have any proof to this, but I think that in Amazon, there are actually more unique searches percentage-wise than there are in Google. Just because the users on Amazon, the buyers on Amazon, they are smart enough to know to type in exactly what they're looking for. I'm a 40-year-old woman and I want, I'm a 40-year-old woman, I want to lose 30 pounds and I want to take a diet pill. Notice here, if someone searches in Amazon for the term diet pill, there's 3,622 results. If you're in this diet pill market, congratulations, you have 3,621 competitors for this keyword. But instead, when someone searches for diet pill for women over 40, look how much you get 1/3, or I'm sorry, 1/10 of the number of results. What's the math there? Yeah, 3,600. Yeah, that's about 1/10 of the amount of competition just by having a couple of extra keywords in your listing somewhere. And I'll tell you where in just a minute. The included keywords are diet pill, women in 40 for that keyword search, that long tail search. So you want your product page to appear in the search results for as many searches as possible. So you need to utilize all the keyword real estate you have in your listing. Now, where's your keyword real estate? It's right here. It's your title, it's your benefits, and it's your search terms field. There's actually, the search terms field is actually 5 of those, and I'll show you where they're at in just a minute. Number 1, your title. All right, so this is the title of a product, and actually this title goes on and on for much longer, but you can see here that for that search for diet pill for women over 40, you're hitting the keyword women here, and you're hitting diet here, and you're hitting pill here. This is plural version, but it doesn't matter. It worked for singular or plural. So this particular title is encompassing that long tail keyword phrase just from this part right here. It's not getting the 40 part in the title, but that 40 is somewhere else in the listing. All right, so that's the first place. The second place is in your bullets and right here. And you can see just kind of coincidentally, they got the number 40 right here because it says $40. But your bullets are indexed for search. A lot of people say they aren't, but I have tested it over and over and over again, and every time I've tested it, I've proven that bullets are indexed for search. If you don't believe that, if you don't believe it is, then show me some proof that it's not. All right, and search terms. That's the third thing, and I'm showing you exactly where these are in your listing interface when you're listing your product in Amazon. Click on the tab Keywords, and search terms are right here. And notice I've entered, you get 50 characters per line, and you've got 5 lines there. Now, you'll notice there's another 5 lines right here that's called premium keywords or platinum keywords. Platinum keywords, we can't use them. You have to be invited by Amazon to be a platinum merchant, and that is a very hard thing to get. Even people who are doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in sales are not platinum merchants yet. You have to have, first off, you have to have a history, a long history of being a great seller on Amazon. Very good question. Do you separate keywords by a comma? No, you do not separate keywords by a comma, because then you're just wasting that extra character, that comma. You don't need to do that, because I want my product to show up. If someone does a search for diet pill healthy for teenager, all right, I've got all those words in my keywords here, so it's going to show up. So commas are irrelevant. Don't think about keyword phrases, think about individual keywords, okay? Every single word is a keyword, and each one of these can be searched for together or apart and come up in the search. All right. Now, wow, that's a lot of information, isn't it? 35 minutes. Okay, so that's how long it took me to deliver this, and I was going a little fast, but that's a lot of information, right? So I'm sure that you still have a lot of questions. Let me ask you first, though. Again, did you get a lot of great information out of this presentation? Do you understand now the key to ranking? And I gave you the three things. Yes, okay, great. Thank you very much. I know that you still have a lot of questions, and we're going to do a question and answer session here. We're going to do about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of question and answers. But I'd like to tell you about my SOAR Academy. And SOAR Academy, SOAR stands for Selling on Amazon Roadmap. And let me show you this interface because I'm really proud of this. We've spent about 18 months developing this. This is the interface for SOAR Academy. As you can see, it's laid out sort of like a college campus because that's what it is. It's a college for people who want to sell on Amazon. We have several different sections over here. We have the orientation section. We have fundamentals. Fundamentals is the basic things that you need to know. We have marketing. We have tactics. We have maintenance. So maintenance is after you get your listing up, your product up, then what you need to do after that. And then we have our live training sessions. And then in the middle here, you can see the news, and we can see that we've got upcoming live classes here. I've got a class on September 16th, which I'm going to be doing a more in-depth version of the infinite keyword system and showing you exactly where to get your keywords and what to put in that keyword slot in the back of your Amazon listing. Justin Quick is going to be doing the branding Trinity on September the 17th. And then Ashley does a training at about once a month on different subjects. So we do at least one training a month, and then some months we do multiple trainings, and then I'm putting different videos in here as well as I see fit. All right, so let me go on. Let me show you. I'm going to start with fundamentals and show you what we have in there right now. Okay, so right now we have product research. We have a class on doing images. We have a class on the Alibaba interface and how to use the messaging system in Alibaba. We have product sourcing on Alibaba. We have product field walkthrough. So I take you this product field walkthrough. That's about a 2-hour video where I take you through every single field, or just about every field in the product interface, and I show you what that is in the product listing page. So I show you if you do this, you put this here, then this is where it's gonna appear. All about reviews, everything you need to know about UPCs. That's a brand new one I just put in a couple of days ago. Everything you need to know about UPCs. I found that a lot of people have problems just understanding where they put their UPC, and so I did a training on that. Shipping and importing. This was a live training that Ashley did that's now in the interface. Once we do a live training, we put the replay into the appropriate category. We have marketing classes. So we have customer review images. This is a recent one Ashley did. I'm not sure if you know this, but Amazon now allows people who review your product, they can include images in their review. And those things, people love images. So you want to get as many of your customer reviewers to leave, or your reviewers to leave images as possible. Ashley tells you how to do it in this class. Product launch model, Facebook ads, and using Amazon sponsored ads, using Rafflecopter to promote your product, using coupon codes, how to follow up and get a flood of reviews, how to use Pinterest for Amazon marketing. Next is tactics. So that was marketing. This is tactics. Selling on Amazon generalist training, US product. Generalist training is like the FBA arbitrage type training. So we show you how to do that, how to differentiate your product, small changes, big profits. And then Ashley did an entire series on selling internationally. So she did, that's the introduction, but then she did Japan, she did Canada, and then she did Europe. All right, and then the maintenance classes, we have currently customer service reviews, We have 10 important lessons, Q&A sessions, Amazon reports, delivering bonus files to your customers. And then under live training, right now we have 2 scheduled. We have mine, which is next week, the 16th. We have Justin, which is the 17th. So here's the upcoming trainings. Justin's is on the 17th. And I can't wait for this training. Justin is the very best instructor that I know that teaches branding, physical product branding. And he's agreed to come on and do a session on how to brand your product. He's calling this the branding Trinity. Why your brand is your position, not your product, how to take a position, and the 3 sacrifices you must make to have a strong one, how to find a focus. These are all related to your product. Best practices for naming brands. Why never name your brand by describing what it does or what you do. The 9 strongest kinds of visuals your brand can use to take a position in your prospects' minds, and much more. Here's all the instructors so far. Now we're adding new instructors as we have new trainings coming on, but currently, and you notice we have the most handsome people are on the top row, and then the rest of them are down here. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Bert. I know you're out there. All right, so here are the instructors so far, myself and then Ashley Z. Ashley is actually a professor now. She graduated a couple of years ago and started working at UNCC in Charlotte as a professor, and she does at least 1 training a month. We have Justin Quick. He's doing the branding training. Richard Matthews, he did some training on follow-up. Bert Richard did training on getting reviews. And my buddy Jay Boyer here, he did a training session on using the Amazon paid ads. All right, so the lowest I've ever sold SOAR was $497 for a 1-year access. Your price today is $297 per year. Now, it's $97 yearly renewal, and what I mean by optional is this. You don't automatically get billed or get charged each year. We will email you and say, hey, your renewal's coming up. Do you want to renew for another year? And then at that point, since you're already in, then you lock in a rate of $97 per year. And that includes everything in SOAR and all the live training sessions. All right. You're also covered by my 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. And that means you have absolutely nothing to lose. So you can get in, you can kick the tires, you can watch all the training sessions we have in there. Just see if it's right for you for 30 days. Now, as a special bonus, I'm also going to give you access to the SOAR Lab Facebook group. And here is a screenshot I just took of that. Now, right now, notice over here, there are very few members here right now, only 173. That's because we have only offered SOAR a couple of times over the last 18 months. In fact, the last time that SOAR was offered was almost a year ago. So we don't open it up very often. We like to keep the group very small and intimate. Now, once you get access to SOAR Lab, you'll be able to post in here. You'll be able to read any of the other posts that myself or my staff or the other members make. You will need, since this is a closed group, you will need to request to join. And then once we confirm your payment, then you'll be able to get in. Okay, another bonus that I have just added, and this is going to blow you away. I'm going to give you 100 free UPCs. 100. We're going to do a training, or I'm going to do a training in SOAR in a couple of weeks where I'm going to show you the advantage of having lots of UPCs. When you put up a product on Amazon, you need to have a UPC, and usually you have to go out and buy one, and they cost between $5 and $10 each. So the value of this is $500 to $1,000, depending on where you buy them. But I'm going to show you how you can leverage having multiple UPCs in an upcoming training session. So that's why I want to give you 100 free UPCs. Okay, SOAR Academy will only be open until Monday, September the 14th at midnight. Like I said before, it's only been open briefly for a couple of times in the past. The last time was, I think it was October of 2014, the last time that anyone could get into SOAR. And since then, we've added a bunch of new classes. We've got tons of new features. I want to go ahead and take you over to the SOAR interface and kind of show you around in there. So let me exit out of this. And I'm logged in here. So now you should see it on screen. There we go. All right, so you'll see the SOAR interface here, and then once you log in, you'll see all the information right here. Up top here, we have a section here called New, and right here, when we add a new class, just click here, and you'll be able to see the new classes, so that if you've already gone through everything, you'll see just the new ones showing up right here. And then you could go into each one of these. There's the orientation, the fundamentals, marketing, and remember, we're adding new stuff to this. Maintenance and live training. The live training, once you go here, there will be a link for the class registration for the live training. And then inside of the class, you'll see, let me go to one that's got a lot of different classes to it, like this one right here. You'll see that this class is broken down into 5 different sections here. And there's video. Most of the classes have video, audio, and PDF. So you click the video, and you can watch the video there. Let me go back to it. There's a full screen option here to watch it full screen. And then there's a download. If you want to download the video, you can click the link here. If you prefer audio, we've got all of these converted into audio. So you can download the file here and then play it on your iPod. And then we have PDF versions as well. So click right here, and you'll be able to access the PDF version. All right, and then over here we have resources, and resources depend on whatever material is covered in the class. Let me go to one of the other ones here, shipping and importing. So, and as you can see, so the resources here, Ashley's talking about shipping and importing from Alibaba. So we've got different things like the Amazon authorized custom broker link is here. Now, I need to tell you something about the 100 UPCs. I kind of made my programmer have a heart attack yesterday, because I said, hey, wouldn't it be neat if we gave everyone 100 UPCs? We don't have the mechanism ready yet to deliver those to you. That'll be ready next week, okay? So you're not going to get them immediately. It'll be next week before you get those. How is SOAR different than ASM? Well, yeah, I've been through ASM a couple of times, and ASM is a great program. SOAR is more intimate, much less people in it, and I think it's more detailed. We cover topics in much more depth than anyone else. Mandy says that SOAR is more relevant in the here and now. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Mandy. It's more relevant in the here and now. Do you cover how to bring traffic to our products? Yeah, that's another thing that we're going to be getting into in depth, is getting traffic from other sources instead of just relying on Amazon, how to get traffic from other sources. For instance, I'm working on a technique right now of using Kindle, using really easy to publish Kindle books to drive traffic to your products. Did you say that I need a UPC code for each product I launch? Yes. Yes, at least one. And if you have a product that has multiple, like multiple styles, multiple sizes, multiple colors, you need a UPC code for every single iteration. Can I go to folks who have bought similar products and ask them to review my product and give them a discount? Yeah, you can still do that, John. That's no problem at all. Just give them a direct link to your product and not a keyword loaded link. I am struggling to select a product. Is product selection addressed? Yes, it is. It's addressed in several different ways in SOAR. How does the UPC differ from the ISBN? An ISBN is specific to books. Okay, so a book will have an ISBN, whereas a product will have just a UPC. Actually, a book will have an ISBN, plus it'll also have a UPC. But any non-book product will have a UPC. And then if it's international, it'll have an EAN, which I cover that in SOAR. So I cover that in depth, what an EAN is, how do you get one, how do you get a UPC, how do you use it, it's all good. Can I ship product to people to review without them buying it on Amazon? Yes. It's a stronger review if they actually buy it, because Amazon then puts a little flag there that says verified purchase. But you can still review a product. A lot of people don't know this. People can still review your product even if they didn't buy it through Amazon. And Amazon has left that open like that because someone might have bought a product from Best Buy, say, and Amazon still wants them to be able to review the product. Will this information be relevant for other e-commerce platforms? Currently, we're just covering Amazon. So in SOAR, we're only covering Amazon, although, some of the stuff that we'll be covering could be relevant for other things as well. For instance, we're going to be talking about getting traffic from other sources. That would be relevant for anything. Will there be a program on Alibaba available from you? Well, we actually cover Alibaba and pretty in depth inside of SOAR. We pretty much got it covered. If there's something specific about Alibaba that you'd like us to do, just let us know. As a beginner on Amazon, how long realistically could it take me to learn enough to start getting sales? What I suggest you do, if you're brand new, I suggest that you go through this training right here. It's called Selling on Amazon Generalist Training. And this is a training that shows you how to sell through retail arbitrage, through finding stuff locally that you can resell. That is the absolute easiest and fastest way for you to get started. You can literally start making money next week. You can get started today and start having orders next week just by using that generalist training. Okay, and generalist training is not setting up your own products, it's selling other people's products. Do you cover copywriting, specifically bullets? The training is not there yet, but it will be. We're adding that training, yes. All right, thanks for coming and have a great weekend. Goodbye.